What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars competitor Andrew Dimalanta.
And I'm Nicki Dimalanta.
Star Wars champion Andrew Dimalanta. Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta.
Well, debatable. We will see.
Have you heard anything about your match at all? No? Yes? No? Maybe so?
It's been a minute since I've talked to Sam. The bottom line is I don't have a match. That's the bottom line.
You sound stuffy.
I'm stuffy. Acts like he doesn't know why I'm stuffy.
I know exactly. I just want to let them know.
Yeah, if you hear me sniffling, it's because upon a couple of minutes ago putting our dear sweet angel of a daughter to bed, she just punched me so hard in the eye on accident. She didn't mean to do it. She was just being a toddler walking around, and I was just in the splash zone. I was in the line of fire.
Yeah.
My God, oh my God. I'd be more impressed.
And eyes are still sensitive too, so
I'd be more impressed if I wasn't in so much pain.
Yeah.
It hurt so bad. I was sure that she scratched my cornea or something.
Self-defense tip, people. Go for the eyes.
Oh my God.
That's all I'll say. However you want, go for the eyes.
Yeah, man. I couldn't open my eye for a solid 20 minutes. Couldn't even open my eye.
That's what I always find it funny. You're on TikTok and they're like, "Oh, self-defense to get you in a chokehold. Do this and this." And it's like,
I'm never gonna remember that.
I never remember
just
that.
Claw them in their eyes.
Yeah,
Just palm their nose.
Yeah, 90% of the time. Not that men don't get attacked, women get attacked a lot, and probably 80% of women have the
nails,
the acrylics. Those are weapons, baby.
Palm heel to the nose, claw him in the eyes, kick him in the D.
What's that one thing in Miss Congeniality? He sings.
Oh my God! Sing, solar plexus, instep, nose, groin. Wow, you just unlocked a memory.
I really enjoy
that would be a great
movie.
Schmoedown question.
I think it has.
Maybe.
PJ, if you're watching, there's a question for you.
That was a great question,
yeah.
and I'm surprised that I remembered it. But there you go. She taught me a lesson.
Hey, man, I really like that movie.
I love that movie.
I really like it.
It's a really good time. Mm-hmm. It was a really fun movie. But yeah, I might have a black eye tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. My eye still burns. It absolutely hurts. And I'm aware that it's there. I'm aware of my eye now.
We're not even 4 minutes in. We're already off. It's ridiculous.
My eye
tangent.
hurts so much. And I just instantly started crying. Involuntarily, uncontrollably. Oh, man. My little girl's she's got a hell of a left jab. I don't
left
know.
Hook.
A hook.
Whatever
man,
she caught you with.
Good for her because ouch.
Child of martial artist. That's what you get, man.
So you can say it's been a pretty stellar week in the Dimalanta house that it's culminated in this.
There's a reason this episode is late.
There's a reason this episode's late. It's been a rough couple days, and I just got punched in the face by my daughter. So it's all going pretty great.
Yeah, if you pay attention to our Twitters, you know exactly why this episode's going up late. So, those are the hiccups we ran into.
I don't know if you know exactly why, but it's been a couple days.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but this isn't us just shooting the breeze podcast.
This is a Schmoedown podcast.
About 82 matches to talk about.
We might as well get into it because we have 5 matches.
Yeah.
5 matches, yeah. Ooh.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
My nose can stop running.
And I don't think there's any real announcements to go over. And even if we did, we don't have time.
We don't have time. We have things to do.
Who's got the time?
Who's got the time?
I gotta get to sleep. Jesus.
Yeah, it's
late here.
I gotta go to sleepy by. Everything hurts. Especially my eye. So, okay, the beginning of the week, our first opening scene was a big one, okay? It was Chandru walking down a dark
that's right.
alley, and he happens upon somebody who sounds like they're using a voice modulator of some sort. And I was like, oh, dang, Schmoedown, talking to Chandru?
Yeah.
And then, they were
talking about getting Winston.
Yeah.
He thought he had
conspiring
Ace
in the shadows.
Yeah, he couldn't get Ace and the Harris brothers on the same page. And it's like, all I have so far is Laura Kelly on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, wouldn't you know it, I wasn't thinking there was going to be any kind of reveal because I thought that person might be part of the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
But then, boom, it was like,
Jay Washington.
No, Jay Washington, okay? Mm-hmm. And I did see a couple people like, Jay's a Schmoedown. I'm like, do you really think they would reveal a Schmoedown in a random scene? I mean, it was an important scene.
Yeah, at the beginning of the week, a random match. It's like
not on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's either we're gonna wait for either Collision or Spectacular to reveal that thing.
Yeah, I think there would have been much more build-up. I think it would have been at some sort of a pay-per-view match. But in any case, it's still a really big reveal.
Oh yeah, no, Jay's trying to get back in.
Jay's not the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, huge reveal that Jay is working with Chandru and trying to do a coup.
Yeah, trying to get
if you will,
back
on
in
Winston.
because I think it was. He was his advisor at one point, or no? Jay had a faction,
right?
Had to step back because of work,
right?
So it was Heroes and Villains, and they did away with that faction. And yeah, there was a couple. There's two. It was Heroes and Villains, and then what's her name? Emma's faction.
Oh my god!
It was
really?
Yeah. It was the Fife Club. Sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah. So those are the two that stepped back from and.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And then Jay was supposed to be the advisor to Winston.
Yeah.
But then we never really heard from him in the past season.
They're both busy little bees.
Yeah, they're all busy. I guess this is him trying to get back in.
Trying to overthrow Winston, trying to take over Swag and whatnot. So yeah. Very
that was surprising. I was like,
very interesting surprise. I didn't think that we would get a reveal from that scene so quickly.
I remember sitting there like, I bet he's talking to Jay Washington.
Oh no, you called it right away, and I was like, no, it's a Schmoedown, bro. They're not going to reveal anything. And then Jay's like,
Boom.
hey, idiot, here I am.
Nope. And there's more. There's more to happen. More going on with this.
Oh yeah.
Later on in the matches, if you've already seen this past week.
This last slate.
It's a good
of matches.
It's a good.
So our first match, we have the Tyrant, Ty Lieberman of the Finstock Exchange versus Brad the Cube Tingle of Swag. The Cube, I was like, excuse me, what? And then I realized that he really likes Rubik's Cubes, so that's fun. And I really am enjoying. You don't? Oh.
Yeah, I have one on my desk. I have like 3 Rubik's Cubes.
At one point, Andrew was like super into solving Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah, I was trying to like do the speed stuff, and I just couldn't. I didn't have the time for it.
Yeah, who's got the time?
I mean, I forgot the algorithm to solve it. I can look it back up. And
nope, don't worry about it. You know what I always say?
It's not Star Wars.
So no, don't worry about it. But I do like the Tyrant. That's a fun name.
Oh yeah, no,
it's perfect because Ty Lieberman, the Tyrant.
I like how spicy he is.
Yeah,
he's super spicy.
Yeah,
it's like there's another word that I like wanted to use. I'm like, no, that's not. No, I'm not gonna use that one. But
I know I was gonna say he reminded me of somebody, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, but
I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Love his attitude.
Yeah, no,
he's a
loving
character,
him.
and like Finstock Exchange all characters, and I think this one, I think his attitude, I got behind the most, other than another guy
out of this week.
No, out of the exchange period.
Oh,
I think. We have yet to see a couple of them, but
I mean,
well, actually, no. I really
Bloody
like
Mary guy.
Bloody Mary. Oh yeah,
Bloody Mary tequila.
He. I mean, I like
Rick
Radis. I like their personalities, but I think this one was like, oh yeah, I can really get down with this with this one. Who's the other one? The Brother Lomas. I really like Brother Lomas. I really like, but he like Lieberman was like, oh man, yeah, I can really get behind this guy. It's like. His vibe, yeah. He's definitely a heel, but he does. It's not like he's a heel in a different way than everybody else that we've seen, like rookie wise.
Yeah,
I think he comes in and it's like, oh yeah.
He's kind of got that air about him, like I just own this room.
Yeah,
you know, kind of thing. It's not like an in your face, like
it's like very.
Look at how edgy I am. It's just like I'm here and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And his Tyrant, that's...
Tyrant.
Already has a catchphrase, and it's awesome.
Good for you, Ty.
Yeah. And then on the other side of that, with...
Brad.
The
Cube Tingle. I do like that name. That's a really fun name. And he seems like a super smart guy.
Yeah. And he was he a fan leaguer or no? Like... It was a name that we heard a lot of before going into the draft, right?
I'd heard whispers about both these two at some point or another. Round 1. Tingle, it's going to take us 10 hours to get through this episode from the way we've started things.
Sorry.
Tingle missed Jurassic Park. My eye hurts. Okay? I got to get through this. I got to go ice my eye. I got to go put a steak on it or something. That's what boxers did.
Peas. Get frozen peas.
People have done steaks.
Yeah, but that's unsanitary.
It's unsanitary and just a waste of money.
Yeah.
Peas, at least I could put them on my head and then put them back in the freezer.
Frozen peas.
Yeah.
You said we were out of peas. You
Pyong! Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It's one of my favorite episodes of Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference.
Oh man, it's too bad it's canceled now.
Oh boy.
Still have to catch up on it.
Wow, you're really unlocking memories for me today. They both missed the question about Little Nicky. Never seen it.
I've seen it once.
No thanks.
I think it was all right.
And then Ty missed the question about Emma Watson. 6-6 by the end of round 1. Round 2. Ty, I don't know if I was supposed to call him Tyrant, but I wrote Ty.
Lieberman. Call him Lieberman.
Well, Ty's 2 letters, and that's what I typed. He spun Sigourney Weaver. He got a perfect round 2. Ooh. Wow. Tinkle spins away from Sly and Arnie, much to Christian's dismay.
Yeah.
Gets classics.
Why would you spin away Sly and Arnie when you have a True Lies poster behind you?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like,
love True Lies.
Yeah, I love that movie.
What
we were watching earlier this week with who was Pink Fong.
Oh my god.
We were watching on YouTube for our daughter.
What does this have to do with True Lies?
Because he was playing the violin. I'm like, and he was playing the tango song. I was like, what do you think of when you hear this song? I'm like, oh, True Lies.
Duh.
Like, yeah, duh.
Such a good movie.
Yeah. Is it an ice maker? Ice cream maker?
Harry. Anyways, he goes to multiple choice in classics. He goes to multiple choice twice, misses both, and both got stolen.
Oh,
oof.
Sucks.
Big oof.
You heard any killing anyone before? Yes, but they were all bad. Sorry, I was still on the True Lie.
They were all bad.
They were all bad. Sorry.
10-16 in favor of Lieberman. Ty, the tyrant.
Ty, the tyrant.
Round 3. 2-pointer for Tingle. Steven Spielberg. Which Steven Spielberg film co-stars Lorraine Gray, Murray Hamilton, and Roy Schneider? Jaws. Got it. 3-pointer for Tingle. Animated. Who voices Doc Ock in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Good question. God, these Spider-Man questions.
It was Agatha all along. Catherine Hahn. Catherine Hahn. Messed that one up. Got it. 5-pointer for Tingle. Thrillers. Which Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Spoiler alert. WandaVision. My God. Sorry. 5-pointer for Tingle. Thrillers. Which famous musical artist plays a drug addict named Spoon in the 1997 comedy crime film Gridlocked? Tupac. R.I.P. He did miss it.
Was Tupac?
That's what I wrote as the answer, so I'm hoping that was the answer.
No, I think it was...
Did he say Tupac? And that's what I wrote down?
No, I think I said Tupac. I think it was
Hold on.
Cube. Was it Ice Cube? Or was it... Maybe I'm second guessing myself.
Gridlocked.
I think I said Tupac.
Hold on.
I don't think it's
Gridlocked.
Tupac.
Spoon. Hold on.
I don't think it's... Is it Tupac?
I'm trying to find out right now. It's Gridlocked with an apostrophe D, not an ED. My bad. This is going to be really embarrassing. Full cast. Let's see.
I don't think it is.
Tupac.
Oh, it is? Okay, sorry. I must be thinking of a different match.
Spoon. Anyways.
So it is Tupac. Sorry.
It was
sorry.
Tupac.
I'm all over the place today.
Me too. It's just been a couple of days in this household. In any case, he missed it. So, with that, we got 15-16. Ty the Tyrant Lieberman with a TKO. Another TKO for the Finstock Exchange.
Doling out -1s left and right, the exchanges.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, asterisk being devil's advocate here. The only, outside of the Roca Liz Shannon Miller match, all the TKOs are over rookies. So,
yeah.
Say what you want, but regardless, TKOs nonetheless.
TKOs are great nonetheless.
Yeah.
Regardless of who it's against, it's just great to have on your record. It's how could you not say that it's a great performance if you got TKO?
Exactly.
So yeah, excited to see what he brings to the table next time.
Oh yeah.
Because when you start out strong, you're gonna have to keep moving your way up the ranks.
Yeah, the only way to go from there is
Yeah.
Not
you got to keep going up, otherwise it's going to be a fall.
Yeah, exactly.
So, excellent, strong start for not only Ty as a single player, but also for the Finstock Exchange.
Starting hot.
Yeah, multiple TKOs. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when these rookies start facing other more established players in this league. So, or in their divisions.
Yeah, because he stole how many points in the second round? 2 points. So
2 questions. They were both multiple choice, so 2 points.
You're not going to get those opportunities against higher ranked competitors most of the time.
Most of the time. It does happen.
Yeah,
but,
it does happen, but your opportunities for that, for steals against veteran players decreases dramatically.
Yeah.
Like against rookies, you don't know what you're gonna get, but like.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
like not to detract from his win at all.
Yeah,
because
no.
it's fantastic. What an amazing way to start your career in the Schmoedown. But yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see where their career goes because everybody's chasing after that Adam Collins story.
Yeah.
So when you come out the gate with a TKO, it's kind of like, okay.
Adam Collins ruined it for everybody.
Wait, I know, right? Come on, Adam. Jeez. Keep that bar low, my friend. Next match. That's how I operate. Keep that bar low. That way anything you do might impress people.
Yeah. So what exchange at this point? I think by the end of the week, we'll go over the standings later. But exchange is doing good things, and then what faction was?
He was Den, I think. Kate?
No, was he?
Oh my god. I already erased it. So why do you do this to me every time? Oh my god. Bradley Tingle.
I think he's on. Yeah, let's say he's on the Den.
Well, no, we can't say he's on the Den now because what if
homework.
he's not? I gotta do my homework and scroll to the bottom of the page. All right, hold on, everybody. Hold on.
I'm keeping us longer than we have to be. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Lord help me. All right, rosters. Maybe we can cut this out. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll keep it in.
Am I
Why
right?
not?
Nope. Definitely wasn't on the Den. Dungeon? No. Nope. Stars? Nope. Not the Finstock Exchange.
No.
Swag. My
Swag.
bad.
That's who it is. Yeah.
Swag. What am I thinking of?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, swag. I wanted to say it. I wanted to be sure because swag is continuing to struggle.
Yeah.
Like they got knocked out by Shazam. They're coming off of multiple losses here, and it's like they got to refocus because once they're Paul. I think the last win they have is probably Oyama against Bibbs.
Maybe.
Is that the last? I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. It's like, ooh, man, they're hitting it hard last season near the end, but now it's like not the best start for them.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I don't remember anything right now. My brain is mush.
Sorry.
My brain is absolute. It's just a bowl of oatmeal right now.
You just scrambled your brains.
Can't function.
Sorry. So
All
moving
right.
on.
Next match. We have the Enigma Mark Edward Hoyk of Corruption versus Downtown Griffin Newman of the Finstock Exchange. Yet another exchange. This is probably the exchange member whose nickname I am down for the most.
Pun intended. Down.
No, I didn't mean that, but that's also sure. Downtown Griffy Nooms.
Oh yeah, Griffy. He changed because he said I want to be known as Griffy Nooms.
That I can get behind.
Yeah.
I will call him.
Shout out to whoever edited this. Maybe it was
assuming Nerd Chronic, but probably maybe not.
Maybe not. But like they had like a sort of like a glitchy thing. It's like he's Griffy Noobs.
Yeah. No, I'll call him Griffy Noobs all day.
Yeah,
that's a funny name. So, anyways, we got Corruption versus Finstock Exchange. Hoyk Nooms.
Yeah, and this was...
And Griffin Newman is somebody that we've heard a lot about.
And I think this is why he's going up against an established player and not a rookie.
Well, he was their first round pick.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. It's like, why are like, you get if you're a big name, you get big names, but he's not a big name yet as of right now, but he's getting an established player. It's like, well, he was drafted in the first round. So
and everyone, I think even Gucci mentioned that he's so good in the fan league that he was forced to retire or something crazy like that.
Was this that guy?
Pretty sure Dagnino said that in the promo.
Yeah, because if it is him, apparently he won so much that like they told him like, hey man, you got to stop competing because you got to give other people chances to win.
Yeah, no, so, I'm like 95% sure Dagnino said that in the promo.
Well, if that's him, I was like, all right, I want to see what this guy's made of and his another character. Like awesome character.
Oh no, I'm digging his character.
I'm digging his. It's very different from his other faction mates.
Yeah,
but he has that kind of sense of humor where I think it's like right down your alley.
Oh yeah, no, he's right on my frequency.
Right down your downtown alley.
I enjoy Griffey Nooms. I think he's great. Yeah. I can't wait to see him do more matches.
The jacket and the gloves,
the pink gloves.
Yeah,
he's just he's an A+ for me. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
He's probably, if I had to say like my favorite person so far, I'm probably gonna go Griffey Nooms over here.
I still like Brother Lomas for a different reason.
It's also a recency bias, as per usual. Anyways, round 1, Griffey.
Griffey Nooms.
Downtown, DT, Griffey. He missed a Happy Gilmore question. Never seen it. And a Runaway question. Mark missed a question about Aaron Eckhart, Storks, and Catherine Waterston. So by the end of round 1, it was 5-6 Griff. Round 2. Griffey Nooms spun away from black cinema. Got opponent's choice.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
No.
So they go, hey, baby, guess what?
Black cinema.
He goes to multiple choice one time. He missed it, but it was not stolen.
Missed opportunity for Hoyk.
Oh, yeah. Hoyt goes, he spins away from fantasy sci-fi and gets disaster films.
Disaster film, such a wonky category.
I know.
Such
I
a
would
wonky
definitely be
category.
spinning away from that. Big old 2-point miss that did get stolen.
Another missed opportunity by Hoyk.
Oh, yeah. And then he went to multiple choice one time and got it.
So the one he missed on, do you remember what it was? Sorry.
So you think I remember?
No, because it was something about a character, and he immediately said this. But it was somebody.
It was like Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, it was the Deepwater Horizon. It's like the owner of the boat.
Sure.
And it's like I think he immediately went, oh yeah, Wahlberg stars in that. Mark Wahlberg. It's like, it was actually the other dude.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about. Never heard of
Malkovich.
it.
It's actually John Malkovich. It's like if you would just waited like 3 seconds, thought about it for 3 extra seconds, I think you would have got there. But
Maybe.
I think he's just like
Jumping the gun.
Yeah, jumping. I was like, yeah, Mark Wahlberg's in that. So Mark Wahlberg. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that.
It's remarkable that I remembered part of it.
Sorry.
10-14 in favor of Griff. Round 3, 2-pointer for Hoyk. Steven Spielberg. Which actor plays the highly advanced robotic boy David in Spielberg's AI artificial intelligence? Never seen it.
But yes.
Who's the only boy actor that I ever think of ever?
Boy child.
Haley Joel Osment is always the kid in every movie. So, got it. 3-pointer for Hoyk. Director, Steven Spielberg. Okay.
That's Steven Spielberg.
The category was directors. Steven Spielberg directed 2 films that were released in 2011. Name one. It was either War Horse or The Adventures of Tintin. He did miss. 5-pointer for Hoyk. TKO territory here now, my
gotta
dudes.
avoid it.
Oscars. 2 movies share the record for the most Oscar nominations without a single win at 11 nominations each. Name one of them.
Another one of those name one of the...
I don't know how these people do it.
It's weird how this works with the Schmoedown. It's like he gets 2 Spielberg questions back to back, and then 2 name one of the whatever questions back to back. It's just weird how that works.
Yeah, funny how. So he said The Color Purple, which was correct, and the other one would have been The Turning Point. So TKO avoided. 2-pointer for Griff. Crime. Crime comes up so much in round 3.
It's been coming up in like all the matches.
What famous rap artist plays the character Doughboy in Boys in the Hood? Ice Cube.
That's what I was thinking. I said Tupac.
Got it. Oh.
That's what I was thinking of.
That is what you were thinking of. 3-pointer for Griff. Brad Pitt. Ooh.
He ain't no Henry Cavill, though.
I heard that. Who directed Brad Pitt in 2011's Moneyball? Bennett Miller. He got it. So with that, we have 17-19. Downtown Griffey Nooms takes the win home to the Finstock Exchange.
So coming into this match, knowing that how Griffey Nooms.
Like
Griffey
Newman?
Nooms.
Nooms.
That's right.
Griffey Nooms.
Yeah, Griffey Nooms. So
Great
knowing
name.
the hype behind him and how like first round draft did so unbelievably in the fan leagues that he was forced to retire to give other people opportunities. What do you think of his play based off of just this match?
I mean, he didn't do poorly.
Yeah, no, but
I mean,
I think the hype was, for me, I was like, he needed to like blow this out of the water. But he missed a couple in round 1, checked down in round 2.
Yeah.
Missed one in round 2. But
that wasn't stolen. That's right.
Yeah, but thankfully he was able to steal one in
a big steal.
a big 2-point steal, and only had to answer his 2 and his 3.
Right.
So it's kind of like, I wonder if nerves got to him, because we see this all the time with big fan names coming in.
I highly doubt nerves got to him, because I definitely
I'm just playing devil's advocate. He played really well for.
Oh yeah, he
for
played
rookie.
really well. I don't think it was nerves at
Yeah.
all because I looked at his Twitter before the match because it was like this guy kind of looks familiar, and he's got like 37 something friggin' thousand followers.
Yeah.
And he's also on like a couple podcasts, so I highly doubt nerves got to the man.
Yeah.
I think it was probably just a couple blind spots. Maybe it was rookie mistakes where you kind of jumped the gun. Who knows?
Bad luck.
But again, not to detract from the win at all, because I think that we've just gotten to a point in the Schmoedown that we hear hype and we expect people to go perfect.
Yeah, I think
Thanks,
that's what it
Star
is.
Wars
I think
division.
it's on my end. That's like I was expecting more of you.
Yeah,
but-
because people come in and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy had to retire. Oh my God, this rookie. Oh my God, this rookie. They're amazing, amazing, amazing." And then we put people on these pedestals, and then when they don't go perfect, we're like, flash in the pan, kind of thing. So I feel like that's kind of. It's kind of I don't know what word I'm trying to even think of, but it's kind of
I think something we have to check
the
ourselves
downside of hype where you can really fall into the trap of being like, oh, he missed how many?
Yeah.
Like people miss all the time. Like it's very rare that you actually get a perfect game from one or more competitors.
Yeah, especially in the singles division.
Especially in singles because it's every movie ever.
Yeah.
So, it's really easy to be harsh on these players, especially when you're coming from like a specialty division.
Yeah.
Where
one miss is
like, okay, it might be kind of over right now, So I think that's one thing that we have to check ourselves with, like you said.
I think it's a lot of, again, putting these players that I expect to be up here.
Yeah.
When they're really,
Well, and also because you hear the managers talk about them, and of course the manager's supposed to hype them up.
That's their job.
But they do such a good job hyping them up that we're like, he missed how many questions? So it's just something that we got to remember that, first of all, it's a debut match.
Yeah.
Second of all, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody has 100% accuracy in this league in any division. Right? Unless a rookie has one match where they got every single question right with one match.
Yeah.
Which I don't think has happened.
Yeah. Barbarian. His singles.
Well, I'm talking about currently.
Oh,
Look at his accuracy right now. It's not 100%.
Yeah, no, but when he came in.
Like, nobody's got 100%.
Yeah.
Craig did back then. But then he played other matches, and it's not anymore.
Yeah.
So, Barbarian, sorry. But yeah, no, nobody's got 100% accuracy.
Yeah.
So we just got to remember that. I think he had a strong showing.
And I guess that's a very strong competitor.
Exactly.
So.
And everybody has bad days. We've seen the greats. We've seen Dan Murrel have bad days. We saw Dan Murrel lose to Andrew Guy, who nobody gave him a snowball's chance,
Yeah.
So everybody
Who's
has
the boss
their...
got knocked out.
Exactly.
And they had a terrible match. So
just because you come out and you miss a couple questions in your debut match doesn't mean it's going to be like, oh, this guy's not a very strong competitor. He might come out next time, get another TKO for the exchange.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
who knows?
Yeah. And on Hoyt's part, maybe it's just one of those days. Because
just one of those days.
Yeah, because rewind to the horror free-for-all, and the guy...
Did he get MVP or something?
He got MVP, almost won the damn thing.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just, bad rolls.
Yeah.
Jumping the gun a little too much with that one Deep Horizon question. So if he waits a couple of seconds on that and actually thinks about it, maybe it's a different outcome.
Exactly.
So
it was a fun match. I'm very excited
it was a good
to see. I'm very excited to see Griffey Nooms do other stuff.
Those
and
pink gloves and
those pink gloves and his green screen. It's gonna be great. Oh, and those bloopers.
Oh yeah,
from the
so
match
I
with
thank you for
Shannon.
bringing that up because
Oh
I
my
wanted
goodness.
I wanted to talk about that.
That was hilarious.
I hope they do more of that.
I was
because
dying.
There's
dying.
No, because there's a couple of bloopers that I'm a part of that I'm waiting for people to see.
Our dog didn't take a big old steamer on the floor,
Yeah,
but like
It
Shannon's
involved
dog.
a cat swiping somebody in the face. So
Oh, true. Yeah, no, that was really funny.
yeah,
And I love how they added like the spice of editing to it to make it that much more dramatic. Like, that was a really fun treat. I really enjoyed that. I do hope we get more of that.
Christian's laugh when you get him to like really like belly laugh.
He's got like a good jolly laugh.
good jolly laugh. It's so
It's just infectious.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He could be laughing at like a banana. I'll start laughing at it because of his laugh.
It is, and she got him pretty good at that one.
I was like, it's so good. I really hope to do more of that. And I think it was just one of those where a lot of just crazy stuff happened before this started filming the match, and it's like we gotta. I hope we're recording because this is gold right here.
I think that the response is probably so positive that I
I really hope they do that.
Hopeful that we'll get more.
Especially with cutscenes, because there's a whole bunch of bloopers of cutscenes.
Well, because last year they had like a thing at the end of the year, but I really like getting to see it. Like, oh my god, what is this?
Yeah.
A little blooper reel?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a fun
I really
surprise.
hope they do it again. Next match.
Good job, Griff.
Good job.
Next
Exchange
match.
keeps on winning.
Opening scene. We got Chandru and Oyama.
Oh yeah.
This was an interesting one.
It was.
Because you
Coming
got
off his-
Chandru.
yeah.
You just saw him talking to Jay, and they're like
Trying to get rid of Winston.
trying to get rid of Winston, doing deals in shadowy alleys.
Oyama
very
coming off a
ominous.
knockout loss.
Yeah.
TKO, sorry.
Oyama's coming off of a hard loss. You know that he's probably feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And Chandru does his spiel.
Trying to jump on the opportunity.
Jump on the anti-Winston bandwagon and telling him, listen, we're going to get together. I got Laura now. We're going to get together. We're going to overthrow, force him to resign, all this stuff. And I think he had all sorts of things he was using to
Winston
convince him and whatever.
Winston's not there for you. Like, he's too busy cuddling, like, Lon, and what's Lon doing for you, blah, 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 blah.
And then the next thing you know, Oyama, like, goes off screen. He comes back. He's got his sunglasses on. He's got his Oyama jacket of old on.
Prime time.
The primetime jacket. And he's like, set your clocks. And I'm like, oh, no.
30 clocks.
Set your clocks. I was like, no, Paul, no.
Yeah, because we just got this face turn from him.
I've been really, really enjoying this new Paul ever since he, face turned.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, man, but it makes sense. I get it. So anyways, that's how that scene ended.
The timing is right, yeah.
Yeah, it made sense. So that's how that scene ended. Say you clunks. Next scene, next
I
match.
want to know where he got that jacket from, because you don't just go out into Amazon like, ooh, yes.
Shiny. Well, no, it's like a leather jacket.
It's like a leather,
Leathery,
like maroon and black, I think. It looks
Sick
and it looks
leather
small
purple
for him.
jacket.
It looks small for him too. Like,
man, maybe he's working out. Maybe he's swole. Don't body shame him.
I'm not body. I'm just saying the jacket looks small on him.
Maybe he's ripped. We don't know. Maybe. Tell me where you got that jacket, Paul.
Also rocking that awesome mustache.
Oh, yeah. And those sunglasses. It was all a look. All of it together. Good job, Paul. Next match. It's Star Wars. We've got Eric,
Star Wars.
the Knight Whiteley.
Who that?
The
Who you part?
Quirky Mercs. Versus John Crash Hoey of the Dungeon.
Johnny Crash, they call him?
I guess. Oh, I get it. Oh,
You just now getting that?
Yep, that just clicked. Johnny Crash.
Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah.
Is that the whole thing?
I guess that's why they did it, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, that literally.
I want to know where these people,
just
because I know Eric didn't choose his nickname. I want to know like how many of these rookies got to choose their own nickname.
Yeah.
Never got that luxury.
I know what
Stuck
it would
with
be.
the hunter.
A little bit salty, but whatever.
Yeah. A little bit, not really, but still.
No, at this point, no.
No.
At this point, it's the will of the Force.
It's the will of the Force.
Star Wars references. Yeah. Round 1. Both missed a question about what character Lewis McLeod voices in The Phantom Menace. Sebulba. I don't do a good Sebulba. I do a decent Watto.
That was terrible. I'm sorry. I promised myself I wouldn't do any more.
That was not. It wasn't too bad.
I got a plosive in there. I gotta stop doing that.
I could do a pretty good Watto, but I can't do it quietly, and my daughter's sleeping in the next room, and I'm not trying to wake her up so she can punch me in the other eye. So
maybe the other one, mommy.
Maybe you guys will get Watto another time. Go back to like the first 5 episode.
You did it.
I did it with Ben.
You did it with Ben on a Going Rogue, I think.
Oh, did I?
Maybe one day we'll bring that podcast back. Maybe I'll turn it into a Q&A.
I've been kind of missing that.
Tell me in the comment section below if you want to do not just a Star Wars Q&A, just like a general Q&A with me or with us, or because I want to do more stuff on this channel.
Going rogue.
Yeah.
Maybe
it'll be like a once a month type of thing where we just go through a Twitter thread and just talk about.
Ask me to do my Watto impression, but my kid can't be sleeping.
But hey, would you like to see a Q&A, just like a general Q&A talking about anything, Schmoedown, videography, Star Wars? Let me know.
Who else do I do a good impression of that you don't believe I do a good impression of? Panaka. Yep.
It is. And you could do it for everybody, and they'll be the judge.
I'll save it. I'll save it for another day, but I do a pretty killer Captain Panaka line from The Phantom Menace, and Andrew doesn't hear it, but it's there. It's like he's in the room. Let me just say that. One day. Anyways, Eric missed a Rise of Skywalker quote.
This is still round
Something
one,
about
right?
your destiny, confronting your destiny, right?
Is this still round one? Or is
round one. It was something about confronting your destiny. I didn't write down the
fear,
question.
Yeah, fear is
the destiny of a Jedi.
Destiny of a Jedi, yeah.
It's your destiny or something like that.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker quote. 8 to 9 in favor of Johnny Crash at the end of round one.
Yeah.
Round 2. Eric gets Spinner's choice and decides to
Ooh.
take the one that started it all.
It's very weird.
On New Hope.
I want to know your thoughts on this. Should spinners in opponent's choice be on Star Wars wheels?
I think it just takes up space that
I know.
more categories could be on the wheel.
I think take those off and put the oddball categories, because you only have the movies, and then put either locations, quotes.
Yeah, because that's one thing that people are like, oh, it's just so
it's
so
just
shallow
movies.
where you get the question from. It's just 12 movies.
Yeah.
So, if you put weapons, vehicles, if you put movie quotes, if you put who said it, planets, locations, stuff like that.
You never see those slices on title matches or even number one contender matches, I don't think. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the only time I saw opponents and spinners on the wheel when I was competing was in the first 2 rounds of the tournament. In the final, I don't think it was there at all. So I don't think there's a purpose to that. I think just put...
For Star Wars, it's kind of weird.
It's weird because, I don't know.
It's just such a limited amount of movies that it would be nice to spice it up. With, other stuff.
Yeah.
But, if it's there, it's there. It's whatever.
Because if it's just spinners and opponent's choice and it's just the other movies, and it's like, okay. Just if you're going to do it, put other oddball categories on the wheel. That's all I'm saying. Make it interesting.
Yeah.
The less focused. That's the word I was looking for. The less focused wheel slices.
Yeah.
So
spicing it up.
Yeah, not just a movie. You get
our thing.
Get our thing.
Anyways,
sorry,
Eric
all
takes
over the place.
A New Hope. He goes to multiple choice twice.
Yeah.
Once was about where C-3PO was afraid that he and R2 would be sent to, the spice mines of Kessel. He got it right. The other one was what Darth Vader said he was going to send to go retrieve the escape pod.
A detachment.
Got it. John goes. He spins Return of the Jedi, and he gets a perfect round 2. Very nice. 16 to 19 in favor of Johnny Crash at the end of round 2. Round 3. 2-pointer for Eric. Empire. Who says they ran into a bounty hunter at Ord Mantell in The Empire Strikes Back? Han. He got it. 3-pointer for Eric. Force Awakens. Name the Resistance pilot that ran an off-screen reconnaissance mission over Starkiller Base. Snap. He got it. Bounces over to John. Planets and locations. How does the Emperor refer to Endor's forest moon?
The sanctuary moon.
He got it with a great use of a JTE, if I may say so myself. 3-pointer for John. Return. Oh, funny how that works.
Yeah.
What does Yoda admit that he is not strong enough to prevent? His own death, dying, however you want to phrase it. He got it right. 5-pointer for Eric. Oh, right.
Yeah, this one.
The Last Jedi. In The Last Jedi, what is the name of the individual on Canto Bight that told Finn and Rose not to park their spaceship on the beach and then reported them, snitched them out to the Canto Bight police? Unfortunately, he said slowed in low.
But it's slow and low.
Slow and low. So
yeah, that's a rough way to lose.
Yeah.
To lose it on. I was talking to him after this match, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know." Like he said, Slowden instead of Slowen.
Yeah.
He knew the answer. It's just unfortunately the benefit of the doubt rule doesn't come into effect here because he clearly mispronounced the name. It's just unfortunate. It sucks.
Yeah, because I feel like it's real muddy waters you could get into with using benefit of the doubt for a situation like this.
Yeah.
Well, he knew it, obviously. That just opens the door
Yeah.
for so much leniency on answers. And in a division where there cannot be leniency anymore.
Yeah.
As we've seen.
Yeah, I think like the benefit of the doubt rule is perfect for misspelling. Maybe you spelled something wrong. Maybe you're a letter off or something. You can clearly see the letters are misswapped. he clearly knows it.
When
So
you're spelling space words.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So I think that's where the benefit of a doubt rule comes into effect.
Yeah.
So it just unfortunately didn't pan out in this one. And I mean, he played really well. I just think that in the second round, his multiple choices were like, I know the answer. I just want to be 100% sure.
Yeah.
Rather than like trust your gut and go for it. I mean, you don't want to take too many risks in your rookie match because, spoiler alert, he's in the tournament.
Yeah.
So this isn't the last time we're going to see you.
No.
And it's not like if it was a title match or a number one contender match, swing for it. Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like this is him being careful. And I don't fault him for that because
Not at all.
sometimes it's good to be a careful player.
Yeah.
And again, we're all about this in the Mercs. It's either a win or a learning opportunity.
Exactly.
I can tell you from the conversations I've had with Eric, he's taking this as a learning opportunity and he's
for sure.
doubling down. So,
and he does have a really fun personality.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I can understand why he has such a big fan base because
yeah.
he definitely got a good chuckle or two out of me in his promo.
The promo is like, I am Batman. Star Wars. This is Star Wars.
That was pretty good.
I will tell you 100.
He's
like
very charismatic.
I've had several conversations. Faction Mate. We've had mock matches and strategy calls, and he's a really cool guy. He's a really cool dude. He's perfect for the Mercs. And I did joke with you. It's like, what is it about the Star Wars competitors on the Mercs with awesome backgrounds?
Yeah,
and great cameras.
It was pretty rocking.
Yeah. It's like, man, if there's anything you want to say about the Star Wars competitors on the Mercs, we got awesome frames for the digital era.
Like good backdrops.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And then for Hoey, good showing.
Oh, absolutely.
Really, really good showing. So
absolutely. So,
and it's just curious because we haven't watched the Adam Witt
Thomas
Harper match. It's curious that after this showing, it's like, all right, put him in the tournament.
Yeah.
Witt gets the spot over him. So I'm like curious, like, ooh, what does that mean for Witt then?
Well, because the thing is, you don't know. We haven't watched the Witt Harper match. I know a lot of people are favoring Harper, but that's not to say that there's no chance that Witt could have won it.
Yeah.
And what if Witt did win it and now it's like, oh, that's why he's in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that kind of thing. We don't know. So we don't know why the choices were made. Who knows? Maybe John had scheduling conflicts. Maybe Adam's really been hitting the books.
Yeah, and
who knows?
Yeah, and
we'll find out shortly.
And not to say that the Star Wars players in this tournament are their B players, but it's like maybe this is the first one you put your B player in, and then the big one you put your B and your A player in if it's a 2-person match, or if it's the same size, then you put your A player in for you to go into spectacular.
I don't know.
I don't want to say stuff like that, but like
no.
I'm just curious. Like he had a good showing. Why didn't you put him in the tournament? So
because we haven't seen what's showing yet.
Exactly. So but he had a really good showing, and I'm excited to see where these two go from here, especially with Eric, because I know Eric is hungry for it, because he's like, oh man, because he said himself, trivia is not his first like itch.
Yeah.
He's all about like talking about it and reactions and stuff on his channel. And now he's saying like, oh man, like all I want to do is just hit the books now and come back swinging.
It's like
because it's an addiction. It's such an addiction.
I haven't competed, but just being an extension of your matches, it is like addicting in a twisted way.
Yeah,
because it's like it does sometimes get to the point where it's like I'm just exhausted and I just want to break, but then
it happens.
Something happens and you get this itch and you're like, I need to research.
It's like they went there. Okay,
exactly. Yeah. So every once in a while I'll feel fatigued, studying and researching and whatever, and then something will happen. I'll be like, oh, I can't wait to watch the movie again. I can't wait to find something else out. So I understand. Once you get that itch, then you're kind of like, especially if your first match is a loss, you're going to be like, no, I'm better than that.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew that one. I just made a silly mistake, that kind of thing. And if you won, it's like, well, I got a taste of blood now. I kind of want to keep going.
Yeah, I like winning.
So, I think it was a really fun match. These two guys both have a very fun personality. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about both of these guys. So I'm excited to see where they both go. I'm excited to see Eric in the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 100% sure we'll see John in the second tournament if it does happen to be a bigger one, which I think it is.
I don't know. That hasn't been confirmed.
Oh, all right.
So
well,
it might be another 8 competitor one. It might be a 16.
There's a decent chance that if you put one into one, maybe you'll put the other into the other.
Maybe we'll see him in the second tournament.
And if it is bigger, then maybe we'll have 2 from each faction. I don't know. Time will tell. But very fun match. Great questions.
Oh yeah, there's a couple there that you were like, whoa.
Yeah.
That was the Stormtrooper blaster.
Oh yeah, the blaster.
It's like, okay, they went there.
Yeah, the E11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like his first question of round 2. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I see you, PJ. All right. I see what you're doing there.
All right. Next match.
What do we have here? Whoa, we're at the pay-per-view now.
Oh, we are? Okay, so, again,
we've got
spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. We've got Kevin Goodenough Smith.
Ooh, who dat?
Of the Mercs versus sassy Stacey Howard of the Usual Suspects. It's a house divided.
House divided for the pay-per-view, at least the undercard.
House divided. Round 1. Stacey missed the question about Jaws. Mm-hmm. Kevin got a perfect round.
But he misses the bonus.
And then he got a bonus question where he said the answer was the times of Harvey Milk. And in an interesting, whatever, the answer Milk was the answer, and they gave it to him.
They gave it to him, yeah.
But it was challenged, and they were like, no, the times of Harvey Milk is a movie from like, what, the 80s?
And it's a documentary,
something like
I believe. Yeah.
Something in the 80s. And Milk is a totally different movie from like the 2000s somethings. Yeah. Clearly, I've done my research. Clearly, I do my homework.
I do love this moment that Kevin's like, hey, well, Spaceballs is one word, and you put it as 2, and I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I kind of feel, I know he was probably being facetious. I know he was probably trying to like joke around and make light of the situation, but I feel like that's it's kind of different.
Yeah, apples and oranges.
It's a little bit of apple. I get what he's saying, but I feel like it's a little bit of apples and oranges.
Yeah.
You threw in a whole bunch of extra words.
Yeah. And he did try to defend himself after the fact of them overturning his points.
Yeah.
About like, oh, I did all these jokey answers, and you didn't. I was like,
You're the only person that talks that much before your answers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course. Nobody else gives preambles about your childhood.
Kevin Smith can talk a lot.
He can, but I bet it's a blast to sit and listen to his stories, though.
Absolutely.
Like we joke and everything, but it's like, probably a blast to sit and talk to him.
Who wouldn't want to sit in a Schmoedown match? Opposite him is like, oh, go ahead and keep talking, Kevin. I would love to listen.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of makes the match like, all right, Kevin, let's go. But it is like, it would be super, super
digital matches are already long enough, Kevin.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
this is
a
pay-per-view.
Yeah, it makes it fun.
Yeah, no, whatever. It's Kevin Smith. He doesn't let him do whatever he wants. It's Kevin Smith.
The only competitor that can probably do this.
In any case, the challenge was upheld. Points not awarded. End of round 1, 7-8 in favor of Kevin. Round 2, Stacey spins away from Stephen King. Gets spinner's choice.
Ooh.
Lady Luck herself. She takes Nora Ephron. Goes to multiple choice twice. Misses one. Did get stolen. Got the other one. Big old 2-point miss, though. And that did get stolen.
Yeah, and this one was... you knew this answer because it was like the obvious one, right?
Oh, it was who stars in... or who's in...
Who?
Is it Harry Met Sally?
It was 2 movies.
And then another movie that I'd never heard of, and I was like, well, I know Meg Ryan's in the first one. Meg Ryan, I guess?
Yeah.
And I guess that was the answer.
Yeah.
But that's,
That's yeah, her mind went somewhere else.
Yeah.
And she blurted that answer out.
It was either When Harry Met Sally or You Got Mail. Either way, I was like,
I
know only one of those movies, and I know Meg Ryan's in it. So maybe that's it.
Maybe.
In any case, Kevin stole it. Good job, Kevin. Kevin goes. He spins Whoopi Goldberg. Decides to stick with her. Multiple choice twice. Got them both right. 10-17. Kevin pulling away.
Oof.
Round
TKO
3.
territory.
Round 3. 2-pointer for Stacey. Quentin Tarantino. In Inglorious. Beep.
You can say it. It's a movie
Bastards.
title. Yeah.
It's a bad word. What does Lieutenant Aldo Rain order each of his men to collect from 100 Nazis?
Scalps.
Got it.
Well, I have a love-hate relationship with Tarantino. Like the first time I saw Inglourious Bastards, I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
Don't remember anything about Inglourious Bastards.
Then I watched it again when it came out on Blu-ray. I'm like, why did I hate this film? This film is awesome.
I remember that Sam Levine's in it.
Yep. Your manager is in that movie.
I said I remembered it. I remember that Sam Levine's in it. I remember that there's a person with a character name that makes me uncomfortable to say.
Oh, the Bear Jew?
Yes. It sounds very uncomfortable.
There's this one line with the Bear Jew, like the Nazis describing him in this like off-the-wall type of way, and then Brad Pitt's like, he beats Nazis' heads in with a baseball bat.
Oh, and doesn't somebody have a bat covered in barbed wire? Or am I thinking of The Walking
You're
Dead?
thinking of The Walking Dead.
Oh, whoops. Somebody has a bat. Well, he has a bat.
Yeah, it's pretty sure he has a bat.
Well,
He beats Nazi's heads in with a bat.
I thought I had barbed wire in it. Just thinking of The Walking Dead, even though I never watched
Anyways,
The Walking Dead.
Great film.
And then
Great
also,
film.
I feel like there's something. Oh, Scalps. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all I remember about. And then that one guy. That one German guy. Can't think of his name.
Oh,
He does he do this in one of the scenes?
I don't remember.
Somebody will know who I'm talking about. It's a GIF. It's like a reaction GIF.
Oh yeah. I just can't.
You
think
know
of
that guy?
I can't think of the actor's name.
He's
right
never
now.
been in Star Wars. I don't care. 3-pointer for Stacy. Biopics.
Should be.
Paul Dano and John Cusack co-star as musician Brian Wilson at different points of his life in what 2015 film? Love and Mercy. She got it. 5-pointer for Stacy. Animated. Which Oscar-winning actor voices the warden, the no-nonsense head of Metro City Prison in Megamind?
I have not seen Megamind yet.
Never seen it. J.K. Simmons. She did miss it. So unfortunately for me, 15 to 17 in favor of Mr. Kevin Smith in a TKO victory for the Quirky Murkies.
2 knockouts, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back
yeah.
knockouts and pay-per-views.
Oh.
Feels good.
Good job, Mercs. Must be nice.
Oh no!
So-
Yeah, it was pay-per-view. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
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 Both of them. Yeah.
A team and then this one.
Yep.
Good job. Happy for you. Cutscene in front of our next match. We've got.
We're just gonna breeze right past. We're not gonna talk about the
Oh,
match.
sure. Yeah, I guess. I'm tired.
Man,
Tired of my face
No,
hurts.
because I got a lot to say because people are like, "Oh, Kevin Smith's first 2." It's like, really, Jericho and to flirt and flush is basically Brett Sheridan, whatever. Is this his first real test? Stacey Howard is really inconsistent sometimes. This wasn't a terrible showing by her,
No.
by any means, but she still got knocked out by Kevin Smith, and it's like, woo. Okay, maybe we gotta take Kevin Smith seriously now.
Yes, I'm very curious to see who he faces next.
Exactly, and that's why I wanted to talk about who does he go up against next? Because it's like if he gets to 4-0, you have to talk about number one contender. You have to.
Well, yeah, and you have to start talking about high level matches.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm very curious to see who he's going to get matched up with.
Yeah, and I think the 2 names we thought of, like, who can he go against? Because you can't put him against, Collins or, Bibbs or anything like that because it's not.
You can't put him against people in title contention type conversations.
Yeah, you have to be like on the like you go like maybe two or 3 notches down from a title contender, and the 2 people that we thought of, I think would be really interesting to see him go up against was Lon Harris,
also for character work.
That'd be awesome, and Mark Riley.
Oh yeah.
2 they're not slouches in the game, but they do seem to be on like sort of a downswing right now, and go put him against a 3-0
hitting a rough match or 2.
Yeah, hitting a rough match or 2. Put him against Kevin Smith, who, we don't see him as a title contending Kevin Smith, but he's 3-0.
He's 3-0 with 2 knockouts.
He's 3-0. So I think this would be a pretty good way to match these people up. So I think that's a good road for him. And if he beats Mark Riley or Lon Harris,
it's like, oh, geez, okay.
You have to put him in a number one contender match. You would have to at that point.
Yeah.
And make it be at Spectacular.
Oh, for sure.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
So it's curious to see, who he faces off next. Because you can't put him against
Can't put him against a rookie.
Because Stacey Howard was the 10 ranked competitor in the singles division.
Yeah.
You can't go any lower than that.
No.
You'd have to go in the top 9.
Exactly.
So.
Can't wait. Can't wait
to
see what gets announced.
Good. And yeah, again, Stacey, I've had judgments about her inconsistencies here and there. She did well. Not the worst showing.
Yeah.
Had a couple steals, missed her 5.
And there's a big 2-point miss. That
Yeah.
definitely
That
hurt.
Yeah, it was a gettable question. It's
Yeah.
just I think she, again, jumping the gun a bit, like, yeah, that person's in it. Boom.
Yeah.
So we'll see where she goes. I don't think she's on a team or not, right?
I don't think at the moment, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And there's going to be some gigantic singles tournament at some point down the road.
There has to be, yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she gets put into that as well. But it's always fun to watch her compete. She's got a fun personality. It's always fun to watch her. At this point, I can't tell if she's acting or not
With
the polls.
Just completely guessing.
Yeah. I can't tell if I don't know, but it's fun to watch her. She's very entertaining. She's very charismatic. This was a fun match to watch.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, as per usual, as always, I'm excited to see where they go each on their Schmoedown journeys. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see. But yeah, no, eyes on Kevin Smith. 3-0. Okay, I see you.
And the overcard.
Well, we got a cutscene first.
That's right. Sorry.
We've got Chandru.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Laura.
Back at it.
They're commiserating and whatever. And then, wouldn't you know it, Winston dials into the chat. How did he find that out?
Oh, you're early. You're supposed to be here like 10 minutes from now.
Yeah, how did you get in there early? You're a hacker or whatever. So Winston comes in. He is no nonsense, Winston Marshall. My goodness. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, Winston. Yeah. Like
Daddy Marshall just laying a smackdown on the children.
Yes. it was dad energy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pissed off. Yeah. Dad energy.
Came home after curfew, dad energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was great. I was there for it. And so he gives his spiel to Laura, telling her he's had enough of her lip and all that kind of stuff.
You can either play or just sit on the bench.
You can get me points and then sit your beep back on the bench.
Yeah.
Ass. We can say ass.
Ass.
Somebody's nickname has the word in it.
Yeah.
So don't at me. But yeah, no, he's like, you can get me those points and sit your ass back on the bench and not play anymore. I know you're boo-hooing about not playing for corruption anymore, but this is where you are and this is where you're going to play. Either that or you don't play. And she kind of, this is the kind of intensity I was looking for, Winston. This is the kind of anger I need. This is the kind of, I forget what word she meant. Rage, anger, I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, something along those lines.
The edge she was looking for.
Yeah.
Which is good good for some players.
All right. I can vibe with that. She's like, all right, I'll play for swag. Bye. And then like signs off.
Bye.
Later, idiots. Bye. So she's down with the drip, as she said. So she's playing for swag.
I don't like the way that sounds.
That made me uncomfortable. But she's down. She's ready to play for swag, and she's ready to vibe with Winston's take no prisoners type attitude. Chandru then what? No, that kind of thing. And so, but Winston, my man, he really drilled down and was like, I'm tired of you messing around. I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that. And he kind of gave the same tough love speech to Chandru. Like, hey man, I helped get you to where you were.
Yeah. It's like, the loss is on you, not on me.
Exactly.
It's like you lost faith in what we were doing. Exactly. And that's why you lost the belt. So.
And Chandru's kind of like, well, I don't want to be nice to people.
I want to be a heel.
I'll play for you, but I'm not going to be nice.
It's like, yeah, sure.
I don't care.
Just play.
Stop being a weenie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to start using that word.
That needs to be a shirt. Stop being a weenie.
I'm going to use that insult more often.
I'm going to get in contact with Brian Ward. Can you make me a stop being a weenie t-shirt and salt and
a picture of Chandru like... Oh, Chandru's a nice guy. I mean nothing by it. That's a funny word, and I think I'm going to start using it
We're
more.
attacking the character of the Chosen.
Yes, exactly.
We're not talking
Chandru. About the people and in their personal lives, because that's a different story.
Talking about the characters of the Chosen, not Don DePatti himself.
Exactly.
Great guy, awesome dude.
Great guy. So in the end, Chandru accepts and he's like, all right. And then Winston's left alone on the screen, and then somebody else cuts in.
I love this.
And it's our boy Oyama.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, ooh.
What's going on here? Oyama's going to get into business?
Yeah.
But then the next thing you know, we find out that he was the mole the whole time. The whole time?
The whole time?
The whole time. And so, he was the mole. He just kind of
informed Winston to what was going on. It's like, all right, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Set him up for the layup. Boom. Slams it right in.
Gave him the alley-oop.
Gave him the old alley-oop. And then he just slam dunked Chandru right back down into his spot. Yeah. So
that
was a fun.
Yeah, I love this cutscene because it was like, oh, bam, that's where we're going.
Yeah, the 1-2.
Because we were talking about like, this is where this thing ends. No
all
way.
All of this ended with just like, all right, I'll play.
Okay, fine, I'll play.
It was kind of like Laura was like, All right, you drive a hard bargain. All right, I'll play. And then Chandra's like, all right, fine.
It's like a toddler throwing a fit. Like,
all of this. And that's how easily they...
Yeah.
But then with Oyama coming in, it was kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
So that explains how he knew and he was prepared and had his whole thing. And I'm like, okay, yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the end of it.
Yeah.
Because obviously Jay Washington is still lurking around in the shadows.
Yeah.
So there's no way that they're going to make that big of a reveal only to be like, never mind, Jay. We're good now.
Yeah.
So it's not over.
Mm-hmm.
And now with Chandru, you know... I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
Laura's okay with it now. It's gonna be interesting to see how it develops and how Jay fits into the story now.
Yeah.
Will he just kind of Chandru back over the edge?
Yeah.
Or I don't even know. Is he gonna team up with Grace? I don't even know. So it's
We'll
fun,
see.
but remember, it's not over. I don't think
think it's
because
over,
why
yeah.
would Jay appear for one scene and then just be like, bye? So
Laura, okay, bye.
okay, bye, dummies, bye. So. On to the overcard.
The main event.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. It's a big one, ladies and gents, boys and girls.
Murrel, Collins, Dose. Dose.
Yeah, we got Adam the Coyote Collins of Corruption versus Dangerous Dan Murrel.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I say Corruption?
Yes.
Okay. Just freaked myself out. Adam the Coyote Collins of Corruption versus Dangerous Dan Murrel of The Dungeon.
Ooh, that's weird to say, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm digging it.
Oh, yeah. Round 1. Got a little nervous here.
Yeah.
Dan.
On the first question.
Not that I'm like, ooh, I need Dan to win. Ooh, I need Adam to win. You know, it was just, you know, it's going to be a good match either way.
Yeah.
But Dan missed the first question. Robert Downey Jr. He also missed the question about I Love You, Man. So it's like, oh my gosh. Not that it's anywhere close to over, but it's like, Dan Murrell missed 2.
Yeah, in the first. Oof.
Uh-oh. Collins missed the question about open range. Mm-hmm. So by the end of round 1, 6-7 in favor of Collins. Mm-hmm. But then again, we got a lot of match ahead of us, ladies and gents. It's a 5-rounder.
5 rounds to a finish.
Round 2, Collins goes first. He spins away from the 2000s and gets DreamWorks animation. Goes to multiple choice 1 time. Got it right. Mm-hmm. Dan spins away from Halle Berry. Gets courtroom and legal thrillers. Ew. Ew. But Dan Murrell gets a perfect round 2.
Ties it up.
He just takes that lemon and just makes some lemonade. 14-14 at the end of round 2. I'm so tired. Round 3, the betting round. Adam spins movie release dates. Movie release dates. Where's he been?
I don't know. I'd be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in the FCL for like a one-off.
He's a busy little bee.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Throw him to the FCL for a one-off match.
Adam and Dan both bet 3.
Tuesdays on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Plugs. They both bet 3. They both got it right. 17-17.
Twitch. Sorry.
Twitch.
I said Twitter.
I mean, they have a Twitter too. Follow that.
Yeah, follow that.
Round 4, the speed round, lightning round, fast money.
I love fast money.
Adam got all 10. Passed on 1, came back to it, got it right. Mm-hmm. Dan missed 1.
And he immediately knew he was wrong.
Oh, you saw that little subtle head shake. He knew it. But like a true champion, he brushed it off, kept on moving. Because it's real easy for your mind to stay back with that answer and then half hear this question.
Yeah.
You know, but like a true champ, he just like, all right, keep going. Mm-hmm. 25-27 in favor of Adam after round 4. The 5th and final round.
The championship round.
2-pointer for Dan. Horror. Name the 1999 horror movie that cost just $35,000 to make. That much? Mm-hmm. And grossed over $140 million in the U.S. The Blair Witch Project.
UCF Pride.
Got it. Good job, UCF. 2-pointer for Adam. Scores and soundtracks. Who composed the scores for the 2019 films Dumbo and Men in Black International? Danny Elfman. Got it. 3-pointer for Dan. Family films. Which Marvel Cinematic Universe actress stars as a nanny for a rich New York family in The Nanny Diaries? Scarlett Johansson. Kind of seemed like a bit of a shot in the dark.
Complete guess.
And he got it right.
Yeah.
Got it right. Just like Dan. 3-pointer for Adam. Crime.
Again. Got it so many times.
Better watch your crime movies, everybody, because they show up a lot in this last round for some reason. Freddie Heflin, a town sheriff idolizes the NYPD and once hoped to become an officer, but couldn't because he's deaf in one ear. In what 1997 film? Copland. Got it. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Down to the fivers, and we're in the kind of situation where there is no chance of sudden death.
Yeah, so it comes down to this last question.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dan, 5-pointer. Black cinema. Malcolm D. Lee. What?
Dan's 5-pointer? Or it's Colin's 5-pointer?
No, Adam was second.
Oh, sorry.
This guy.
My mind's somewhere else.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
5-pointer for Dan. Black cinema. Malcolm D. Lee made his directorial debut with what 1999 romantic comedy featuring Monica Calhoun and Terrence Howard? Best Man. He got it. Okay.
Now it comes down to
now
this
it all
5-pointer.
comes down to Adam. You get it, you retain. You miss it, uh-oh.
New champion.
5-pointer, new old.
Yeah.
5-pointer for Adam. Thrillers. Which 1990s thriller from director Andrew Davis was a remake of the Alfred Hitchcock film Dial M for Murder?
Very good movie.
And
Murder
after 3 lengthy JTEs, it just was like, oh my God, he's using all 3 of his JTEs. Oh my God.
Stress.
Oh my goodness. Because, it's the Ben Bateman effect.
Yeah. Does he know it? And he's just
I feel like
tugging our legs? Almost said something else, but not going to.
I was going there too. And I feel like Dan, he was just kind of sitting there like, knows it. Like he's jerking my chain.
Because I think Murrel knew it though.
Oh, Murrel knew it.
Yeah.
Because he did unfortunately missed it. And like the minute he missed it, you saw Dan's eyes kind of like shoot open.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he missed it?
I'm pretty certain Dan knew it.
Yeah.
The answer was a perfect murder. He did miss it.
Oh.
And with that, 32-35 in favor of Dan Murrel, the new, again, movie trivia Schmoedown singles champion of the world.
For the 5th time. How many times is he going to do this? This is unreal. Like, for every time, like, Dan loses the belt, it's like, oh, man, it's going to be hard to get back there. Blah, this, blah, that.
And then he turns around like, whatever.
Yeah, and he continually surprises me. It's like, I didn't know he can get this because, Collins looked unbeatable. Like, it was like, it was that Alex Damon effect. Like, who's going to be the guy to take down the king?
After one season.
Yeah, after one season. It's like, this guy's unbeatable. Nobody's going to beat him.
Yeah.
It's like, not even the GOAT can beat him. Come on now. It's Dan Murrell.
Exactly.
That's all you got to say. It's Dan Murrell.
It's Dan Murrell. And I think one of the things that is super spicy about this is that at some point we're going to get Murrell Collins 3.
Oh, no doubt.
And it's going to be a bloodbath because you've got that first match going how many questions deep into overtime with a rookie taking the belt off of the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Murrell Collins 2 with the GOAT coming back and showing us why he has that title.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get to that third match where it's like, all right, we both got one up on each other. Who's going to break the tie? Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to see that happen because it's going to happen one day.
Yeah, it might. And, God, what else can we say about Dan Murrell other than he does it again? He does it like
he's amazing.
Harloff said every time he's gotten the opportunity to win the belt, he wins the belt.
Yeah, he's never missed.
Every time he's been in the challenger seat, he always wins.
Yeah,
he always gets it back.
That's terrifying.
And it's like, ooh, you want to sit across the desk from that thing?
Yeah.
Whew.
And I think one of the other really fun things about this win is that now there are 2 different division belts under one roof.
Yeah.
So you got Mara Knopic with the IG belt. Spoilers if you haven't seen that yet. And you've got Dan Murrell, the singles belts.
Yeah.
And that, you want to talk power couple. You talk about Mara and Dan. My God. That's amazing.
Yeah. Two champions within months of each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And, Collins, man, it's not like, oh, well, Collins, you're not going to see him again.
Oh, no.
Of course, and he even alluded to almost hinting at that he wants to jump into IG. And he said, maybe Star Wars if I'm feeling spicy.
Yeah.
That's like, okay.
All right.
We'll see.
Let's see.
Because in your geekdom, I can see it. Star Wars, we say it all the time.
It's its own little beast.
It's its own little beast within the Schmoedown. Look at the people in it. Look how long it took some of us to get there.
Yeah.
So, and look at some of us that haven't even, just the amount of like top competition in the Star Wars division is ridiculous. Then you went and throw your hat into that. I mean, he might rock it,
especially this season.
Yeah, exactly. But Inner Geekdom, I can see him going really well in Inner Geekdom. It's
absolutely.
Ooh, watch out! And the riches that Shannon would have for Inner Geekdom.
Could you imagine unleashing Adam Collins into another division and he does well?
Yeah.
Like, even if he doesn't take home the belt, imagine if he just gets a couple wins in a tournament and then you unleash him in teams and singles.
Yeah. And let's not forget about that. Deception is back, and they did pretty well for themselves last season. Yeah, it was only one win, but an impressive win.
Yeah, it's more than no wins.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, man, what a great match. This is one of those where it's like, oh, man, Murrel went down 2. Oh, he tied it. Oh, he's down 2 again. So it is one of those, like, I think the singles division, you see a lot of these, especially in the title matches. I love seeing matches like this. With the specialty divisions, it's like, oh, one miss.
Yeah,
it's over.
It's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
It's a totally different dynamic. And, like, talking about specialty matches, your match was intense in a different way. This match is intense because it had the back and forth, and it didn't have steals or anything like that, but it had the back and forth of, oh my god, Dan the GOAT is down, Adam Collins is gonna do it again. It kind of had that back and forth where you're just like, oh yeah, I didn't watch the live chat while it was happening.
No, they probably were nuts.
But I can only imagine that after round 1, question 1, people were like, it's over. Dan just lost it. And it's like, no, you're used to watching Inner Geekdom and Star Wars.
It's not like
even
that.
then it's not necessarily over.
Yeah.
But no, it's not over, as Dan just showed us. But man, the back and forth, seeing Dan miss a couple, oh my god.
And seeing that, people always think Collins is unbeatable. He knows everything. He bled a couple times. Like, he missed a couple.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. Like I said, nobody has perfect accuracy in the... Well, now I was about to make another claim, but that's not true. Nobody has 100% accuracy, I don't think, unless you're a rookie with like 1 win. Are there any rookies with multiple wins where they didn't miss any questions? I doubt it.
I don't think so at this point.
So, yeah, no. It's part of the game, especially in singles.
Yeah.
It's how I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, Dan Murrel, to our faces one time, had the audacity to say, I don't know how Star Wars players do it. Are you kidding me, sir? What?
Excuse
how do you
me?
do it?
I tell all singles players this. I'm like, how do you do it, man? I've told it to Murrel, told it to Roka, told it to Bibiani, told it to Ben Bateman. How do you do it? How do you do it?
Like, you flatter us.
Yeah.
But
it's like, I understand it's a different, mindset. Like, the knowledge that we have to know is finer details, extra research. I say it all the time. It's like, here's the movies. It's like,
I barely remember what happened last week.
Yeah.
I can't. He asked me a question about a match last week and I didn't remember.
Yeah. So when you see like knowledge like this, like matches like this, it's like, oh my god, that's impressive. That's so impressive.
I don't know. And how do you have that much time? I don't know. I don't have the attention span to sit down and watch this many movies. I just can't do it. Yeah. But I fully respect these people. Oh my god,
it's unreal.
Know.
So
I don't know how they do it. Dan is the GOAT, my lord.
Congratulations to the champ once again. 5
exactly.
times.
And Adam Collins, I'm sure that this is his first loss in singles division. I'm sure that this is a fire lit underneath him.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I'm trying to think, is the next closest of like multiple championships, I think it's 2. Am I right? Somebody can correct me because Mark Riley,
like
2-time champion in the singles division, not all divisions overall, but like singles division, it's Riley with 2-time, Roka with 2-time, and I think that's it. Am I wrong?
I have no
Isn't that
idea.
ridiculous to think? It's like, okay, the most anybody else has gotten is to win the belt twice. Dan's done it 5 times.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at his record. They introduce him in the match as like, Dan Murrel, 20,000 wins, 2 maybe losses, with about 87 KOs.
Somebody put it in chat because the next person is 2-time champion. That's it. I don't think there's a 3-time champion out there unless I'm forgetting somebody.
Like winning it on 3 separate occasions.
Yeah, like winning it, lost, because Murrel won it, lost it, and like back and forth. And it's baffling. 5 times.
His Schmoedown resume, it's insane.
I don't know how you don't argue against him being the greatest to ever play this game.
No, he's amazing. I don't know how he does it. I dread the day that he retires. It's gonna be a day of mourning. It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, because
I don't even want to think
the
about that
Schmoedown is it is amazing with Dan Murrell in it.
Oh yeah,
It's unbelievable because that's what people are striving to become.
yeah.
It's like the day that Tom Brady retires. It's like, oh well, the NFL is going to take a big hit because the best ever played is no longer playing.
Yeah. But man,
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, great pay-per-view, great matches.
excited to see who ends up being the next person to go against Dan to challenge him for that belt.
Yeah,
Could
so
be Adam.
I think Roca and Bateman will face
word.
each other, and then I think the winner of that will go for a number one contender match. I'm not sure, unless that one it will be a number one contender match. I'm not quite sure how that works.
Well, this just means I imagine that Dan Murrell just unleashed Adam Collins into yet another singles tournament.
Yes.
So we'll see how that
God
goes.
help all you singles competitors because
He's
man.
probably gonna be a
He's-
angry, hungry
He's
coyote.
Just, can you imagine? He's just going to rack up points. And he said so much it's like, you know what Dan just did? He unleashed me into competition now. He
Exactly.
can do whatever he wants now. He doesn't have to just sit there and wait for defenses.
Y'all watched last season?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
Oof. So, like, corruption is in last place right now. I have a feeling after Collins starts competing, it won't be the case.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no point in right now being like, oh, the dungeon's so far ahead. Look at it, but the corruption's in last. Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Did
come the
we
end of the
watch
season.
last season? I mean, if I'll eat my words, if at the end of the end of this season, if the dungeon's in first still and corruption's still in last, then I will grab a plate and eat my words. But look at last season.
Yeah.
It's so early.
Yeah.
There's still so much to do. But it's still fun to listen to everybody be like, "Oh my god, they're gonna run away with it."
I mean, they have a commanding lead right now.
They do.
They do.
So did
They
the
have
exchange last year. What happened?
I'll see.
And corruption
Anyways.
was in dead last year. What happened? Shannon's the queen. That's what happened. They misspelled Mark Quike's name on the shirt. That's what happened.
They switched the
E and the U.
Yeah. Somebody got to spell check
mean,
over there, man. I can't say anything. I'm terrible at spelling.
Yeah. I think it's HEUCK.
Yeah.
And I guess they did UE.
Anyways, congratulations
It's an
to
interesting name.
Dan Murrell, the best
Oh,
ever do
yes.
it, 5-time champion.
Don't
And
know how he does
I
it.
can't wait to see what they do in the team tournament because he can be holding both belts again before the season's end.
That's true. That is very true. So let's
This
just give a
week's
quick
match.
rundown of this week's matches. Wednesday, April 14th, we've got Adam Witt of the Dungeon versus Adam Razor Witt of the Dungeon versus Thomas the Major Harper of the Den.
Really looking forward to this
Star
one.
Wars match.
Really looking forward to that one.
Oh yeah, Thomas Harper. Big boy Dragon Con.
Lot drafted before this guy.
That's true. That is true. Can't wait to see how that shakes out.
I want to see love to see what he's got, man. I mean, he sounds like a really cool dude. Really knowledgeable in Star Wars from what we've seen and hear him talk about. Just want to see how he does in the Schmoedown.
Oh yeah, wish he lived closer so our girls could have play dates.
Yes.
Let's remedy that, Thomas.
Thomas, if you're listening, let's get on like a stereo and talk
I
about
doubt
parenting.
you are, but yeah, no. I've been telling Andrew that we should get like a Star Wars stereo or something together. Not like a regular thing because who's got the time, but
Yeah.
like maybe a one-time
I'd
thing.
just love to have conversations
We
with you,
just
Thomas.
shoot the breeze
Not
and talk
necessarily
about
about
stuff.
Star Wars. Like, no parenting
Listen,
advice. You have
whatever.
2 daughters. We have 1 daughter. I would like to talk to you
Let's
about
be friends in
potty training
IRL.
tips. I would love to have potty training tips.
It's whatever. Let's be friends.
Where does he live? I can't remember where he lives.
I don't remember. All I know is it's not close to us.
I think it's north of us. I can't remember.
Everything's north of us.
That's true.
Not good at geography,
Touche.
but I know that. Thursday, April 15th. The website says Jeffrey Kahn of the Finstock Exchange. I believe his nickname is King Khan.
King Khan.
I'll make sure I say that. John Flickinger against him.
Ooh,
John
I'm
Flickinger of the Dungeon.
Excited to see this one. Flickinger. Been following him for years.
Yeah.
Movie reviews, man. Can't wait to see what he's got. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So let's see what he got.
Then Friday, April 16th, we've got Lon Harris of Swag versus Drew McQueenie.
Heavy.
The Godfather himself, of the Usual Suspects in singles match. And then, hold on, that's Friday, April 16th, and then the 19th is the next week. Let me scroll to the bottom of the page.
I think we only have these
Make
3
sure I
matches this week.
cover all my bases. I think that's it for the week, ladies and gentlemen. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am this time. So I think that's it for the week.
Ooh, good match. It's especially Friday, man. Really looking forward to Friday. I'm looking forward to the Star Wars one.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, but Friday's going to be a good one.
It sounds like you're looking forward to all three because you want to see Flickinger.
Yeah.
You've been
Oh, yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So it's just a good week.
Different reasons for
for
watching this week, but looking forward to all three of them.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Going to be good.
It's going to be real good.
Anything else that we need to talk about? I don't think so. We've already
gone a little long.
God. Wow. Sorry for the tangents. Sorry for dragging on.
Sorry.
Longer episode because that's what happens when we have 5 matches.
Yeah.
So.
What are you going to do?
Anyways.
What are you going to do?
We'll go ahead and wrap up here. Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta, where can the people rewind. Where can they find you online?
Wow. You can find me on Twitter at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANTA. If you're listening to this on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us if you can. Please be very helpful.
And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner. See when we do things on YouTube.
I keep putting that there. I don't know why it's covering up the belt. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We will see you next time.